So what is conditional formatting? It is a feature in Excel which allows formatting of cells based on preset conditions. So you can set some conditions, or you can ask questions to yourself that how your data is going to look better, and then you can, based on those preset condition, you can do the formatting. It helps you to identify a cell faster based on color coding, or not only on color coding, you can use different other methods to identify a cell having a particular data, maybe high number, low number, whatever. It also shows highlighting some significant cells from the entire data table. So suppose you are trying to get top 10 or bottom 10 values, things like that you can use. And it's very easy to perform. So let's get right into it and see how we can use it. So yeah, so I've just kept a very simple short data, and I have performed some conditional formatting on top of it. So what is happening here is basically we have data of few salesperson, and we have data from January to June. So 6 months data is there, and we have to find the salesperson. I mean, those all the salespeople who have generated revenue more than $10,000. Okay, how to do that? Select every cell which is having data. Okay, at home page you'll get conditional formatting. Okay, go to conditional formatting. Okay, and then we have to find out those people who have values higher than $10,000. Okay, so let's see. So when you go to the first option, highlight cells rules, it has options of greater than, less than, just options that we had in filters as well. So you have that. So click on greater than and just put 10,000. Okay, so only format the cell that contains, you have this option as well, but only format, will select only format cells that contain cell value greater than 10,000. Okay, you can I have initially checked green, fill with dark green text, but now we'll change that to light red and see if those numbers are getting highlighted or not. And when you click on OK, so all the green colors are now highlighted to red. That means like I just changed the color. The condition was the same. It has been now changed from green to red. That's all. But the condition is greater than 10,000. So how it will help? It will help your client to identify which salesperson. So suppose we have a client who is working a client who is a manufacturing unit, and they want to see their sales representatives and how they are performing. Okay, so and because they want to assign some bonus values, so they want to see how in which month they have performed more than $10,000, how much they have generated. So this way they can easily identify that gives them ease of identifying numbers. So yeah, that's the first part of conditional formatting. I hope it's pretty straightforward. Any questions on this one?
No.
Cool. Great. Then let's move on to the second part. So this is basically formatting with a 3-color scale. Okay. So either you can do it column wise, or you can do it cell, for the entire data set. What I'll do is I'll just remove this. So you can remove all the formatting that you have by just doing clear rules from entire sheet or selected cells. Anything is fine because selected all the thing. And then if you want, you can just select one cell. Okay, do conditional formatting. Now we have to do format cells using 3-color scale. Okay, now when you go and do this 3-color scale, you can see that it has identified those values which have larger number, okay, as green color, and smaller number as red. So it is going from descending order. Color coding is like that. Okay, and if you want, you can either do this, select this column, do format painting, and just click on, or either select all this rows. Okay, or just do format painting and just click on the right arrow button of your keypad. If you do this, then it will be automatically format painted to the right hand column. If you want to just do it formatting on all the rest of the three columns, just click on format painting on and press control shift or command shift for Mac, and then press on the right hand side, and it will do all the formatting for you. Okay, so this is one of the method, or else just clear the rules and go ahead with the conditional formatting again, and then go to color scales and then select any option. If you want to select any other option, you can select as well. So green, yellow, red color scale, so three color scale it will show, and just click on that. It will give you the exactly same color coding that you are getting. Okay, so both the methods are there. If your client just wants to like see the color coding on latest months, you can do that as well. If they want to see everything, you can do that as well. So you have both the option. You have the option to do one and then format paint using this brush icon, format paint other columns as well. If not, you can just select every data and do the condition formatting on top of everything. That's all. So any doubts on this one?
One question here.
Yeah.
Like here it is automatically selecting the range like 1 to 10,000 one color, 10,000 to 20,000 another color, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's based on, so it is dynamically selected. So if your number is high, so it will select the highest number and make
Mhm.
it greener, okay, as green as possible. And it will select the lowest number and it will select and it will make it as red as possible, okay. And then it will be green to red diverging. And in between, yellow color will come, or you'll see shade of orange as well, based on the values of the numbers, okay. It's kind of red to green diverging.
Can we add here label also so that it will be easy for other one to understand? Like the green is for the highest number, like that.
Yeah, you can, but you won't get the legend. I mean, right? I mean, with the conditional formatting, you have to like set it separately. You can write your legend right now. I mean, if you want separately,
Okay,
um, uh,
okay.
and then you can do that. But legend won't come from conditional formatting. It is just only, it only acts on the numbers. It won't give you legend separately. Okay. But it's like a standard practice. Like if you even when you go into industry, they will understand that, yeah, if it is red color, then that's a low number. If it's a green color, then it's a high number. That's all. They do understand that. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
cool. So moving on to the next one. So this is basically uh, bars, data bars, which has which you can generate. So this is this and color coding of three diverging scale. This is mostly used. So you might or might not use this sheet CF1, but the most used ones would be CF2 and CF3. So these two are mostly used in industry. How to do this? So right now I've selected just January and April data, and I've done that. So how to do this? So let's see if I want to try it for Feb. Okay, then go to conditional formatting, and now go to data bars. Okay, and so I've used yellow and green. I'll use blue in this one. So let's just click on light blue, and what it will do is it will just give, again, as the color coding works, it will select the highest amount, in this case 4931. There's a very slight difference between these two bars. It won't be probably visible, but yeah, I can expand and see. Yeah, it's almost the same because the values are very similar. Okay, 479, it is slightly lower, you can see. And similarly, it has just given you the bars, and this gives you an indication that, yeah, a particular number is higher, particular number is lower. You don't have to put effort to see it. So that's how Excel makes your life easier. I mean, that's how you can use conditional formatting in Excel to make your life easier. That's all. Same way, you can either just select the cell and do format painting. Okay, or what you can do is select two multiple rows, or maybe all the other ones, and just select one any data bar option, and then you can just use this to highlight the largest to lowest numbers within the column. Okay, so if you want to compare within the column, within the month, basically, you can do that. I hope it's very straightforward and clear. Now, moving on to the next one. So we have to find out the top 10 and bottom 10 revenues. Okay. So basically, you have the option of doing that by going again to the conditional formatting. Select all the data, whatever you have. And then go to conditional formatting, and then go to top or bottom rules. So if you select on top 10 items, okay, and then you see that the style is classic. Basically, you can choose any other option as well, but it's classic right now. It's only format top or bottom ranked values, and then if you want to see top, then you can see top 10. If you want more, you can put more number as well. Okay, and it's filled with light dark red. Okay, it is, if you click on OK, it will give you light dark red right now. I mean, even the bottom ones are selected. Now if you want to see how which rule has been applied to it, so suppose you have applied those rules on it, and if you want to see those rules, so you can see them. So what you can do is either you can add some more rules as well. So if you want to instead of just go for lowest or lowest value, you can add percent or formula or percentile as well, so that you can do. But for now, you can see that the top 10 rule is applied for from B2 to G19. So right from B2 to G19. Okay, and the format is basically green color, and then bottom 10 is applied from B2 to G19, and then the format is red color. And yeah, it is applied on it, and then you can do the top 10 and top bottom 10 as well. So if you want, you can clear the rules and try it yourself as well. If you want, you can apply new rule as well. As you can see, and it is started. The minimum is lowest value and maximum is highest value. You can change it to a number, you can change it to percent or formula, whatever you want. And you can change the color coding as well. Right now it is red, you can change it to any green or something like that. And then you can change the diverging as well. So these are the things that you can try. Okay, any doubts on this one?
So top 10 revenues, that means it will be selected from each month.
No, if you want if you want to select for each month, you have to select one particular column. Right now I've selected all the columns, all the rows, so it will be selected with the entire table. Okay.
Okay.
One thing, when we were selecting these part, then there is an option button on percent button.
Yeah.
That so in that case, the value will be replaced by percentage.
No, it won't replace the value. What it will do is it will, if you have a percent value, then it will identify. If not, then it will calculate the percent value, and then it will try to replace that. Okay. It won't
Oh.
replace the values on the existing value that you have. So suppose
Like in
if
the
you want,
top bottom rule. It
yeah,
was
yeah,
here in
the
top
top one.
bottom rule.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I'm doing the same thing.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
top,
Yes. This percent button on the right side, above one.
if you
This.
click on percent, okay, and then click on OK. It is not changing. The numbers are same. Even if you put on percent, the numbers are just the same. Yeah, it is identifying the top percent values, and then it is changing the color. That's all.
Okay.
So
Okay.
nothing
Okay.
will change if you, even if you put the percent, it won't change the numbers for you. It won't change the data. Yeah, either you can use that percent for yourself, or you can use the numbers as it is, but it will be the same. It won't change the existing data, right?
Got it.
Cool. Okay, so moving on to the next one. So it is like when revenue is green, I mean revenue is greater than average revenue, then color coded as green, and if less than the average, then color coded as orange. So if you have to do that, then you select all the data, go to conditional formatting, and then try with the between, okay, highlight cells rules and you go to between, and you can see that in cell value, you can just type formula is equal to average, and then select P2 is to G19. Okay. And then click on OK. Average B2 is to G19. And then click on OK. Is it not taking? Has it changed the string or something? Okay, hold on. Okay, the same thing is applied already, so that's why. Okay, so as you can see, if it is below average, then it is applied as red color. Okay, it's above average, then it's applied as the green color. Okay, we need to delete these two because it's applying twice. It's actually duplicate. One of them, two of them are working, two of them are not working. So let's just clear the rules.
Do you have to use minus sign there to remove?
No. So now there are no rules. Okay. Now if you want, you can put any new rule as well. So if you want, you can put formula, you can put percentile. But yeah, let's see. Let's highlight top, bottom, above average ones first. Only format those which are above average and fill it with light red, or what was customized format. Let's go to customized format and then fill orange and background color. No, fine. Okay, yeah. And then below average, everything. Let's just put it as red, red. Yeah, red only. Keep it like this. Yeah. Manage rules. So it's below average is red color, but I don't know why color has not come up. Customize format, fill, background color. Okay, that's why. Yeah. So now what has happened is we have cleared the previous rule, and what has happened is we have gone. You can select between as well to do that, but you have the option of doing and write a formula there as well. But you have the option of doing from above average and below average as well. So what I've done is I went to above average, and then I've selected only the numbers which are there in the table, and this you have option of doing above or below. Just kept one option as above, and then formatted with light red color. You can change the color by going to customized format and go to fill. If you want to change the background of the color, you can change it to either any color if you want. Click on OK, and that will be replicated. In the other option, the below average one. Okay, what I've done is I have filled it with light red color. Okay, yeah, again you have the option of going to customize format and changing the color, and the below and the above, and it has been replicated with dark color. Sorry. Yeah, so the dark orange color above average has been replicated with the dark orange color, and the below average has been replicated with the light red format which it has. So you can do that. You can edit rule here as well. You can duplicate rule as well. So when I did it, I accidentally duplicated that rule twice. So that's why it was coming like that. But yeah, you can clear the rules again and you can duplicate it. If you want, you can remove that from here as well. And if you just cancel it. It will be the same. So these are the functions. You can check the rules every time. You can clear the rules from here. And obviously, if you want to set up a certain benchmark, like we have set up a benchmark as above average and below average, and then highlight those numbers, and you can do that as well. Again, it can or cannot be a use case for you, but yeah, it's very handy to know. So I cleared it and I redid it. So if you have any doubts or if you miss something, just let me know. I'll just repeat it if you want. Okay, so moving on to the next part. So this is also something which basically in business analytics people do like this. So it's a combination of two types of conditional formatting. As you can see, apart from the color coding, there's an arrow button which has come up. Okay, let's just clear everything to show. So this is basically the color coding is basically the same as we saw in CF2. Okay, it's the same thing. It's just the arrows. So what we'll do is we'll just try to clear rules, everything, and let's see how it has happened. Okay, so now we've selected everything in the data, and you have the option of icon sets. Okay, I've selected the second one. You can select anyone which you want, whichever you want. It will just come up as 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever values, and will assign a different percentage automatically. Okay, you can change that percentage if you want as well in manage rules. So when I click on 3 triangles rules, what you can see is this number has got green, and every other is either orange or red, and like assigned like that. And in particular, we saw that we have the when you saw in CF2, most of the green numbers are in June. So that's why when you see CF6, most of the green numbers or maybe some orange numbers are in June, indicating that these numbers are comparatively high. But most of the red numbers, like lower numbers, were in April. Okay, so when you see in April, all the numbers are red. So that's why every number in April is indicated by a lower arrow. Okay, red color lower arrow, green color upper arrow. It's a good indication for highlighting the numbers. And sometimes when you're comparing one number with the other, people will ask to assign this kind of icon set in your number. So what is happening here? Background, we'll just check. If I go to manage rules, okay, if you go to, then we'll see that icon set is applied in B2 to G19. Cool. When you go to edit rule, you'll see a percentage value here. So green color arrow comes up when the value is greater than 67% of the total number. So if a value is basically 67th percentile and above of the entire data set, then it will be indicated as green. So in between 67 to 33, it will be indicated as orange line, and then below 33, it will be indicated as the red down arrow. That's all. So that's the rule. You can change the percentage if you want. You can change the icon set from here as well if you want. And you can reverse the icon as well. So if you reverse it, it will be changed from red to green, and then orange will remain the same, but you can do that as well. And yeah, these things you can try. So this was for the icon set. Now, if you want the combination, just select the entire data and put it in the color scale for 3 color code, and we came back to the same thing from which we started. Okay. So that was about conditional formatting. Obviously, there are other things as well which you can try, but these are the major things that you will, require basically. And mostly, for my entire 6 years of working, 5.5 years of working in data science, like I have used these things only. So more or less, you will be using maximum these things only. If at all something else is required, there are things to use in conditional formatting. You can take the help of obviously internet. You can check things. There's multiple icon sets. Sometimes if you're working for a networking company, these icon sets might be handy for you as well. But apart from that, color scaling, if the client doesn't like red green diverging, you can change the color scaling. Data bars, mostly nobody will have any problem with that. Top 10, bottom 10, sometimes you will be asked to do that. And mostly it will be greater than or less than, things like that in between. That's all. But nothing very special. And I know few things are a tad bit complicated, but you can, if you want to just check what has happened, just go to background, manage rules, and see everything whatever you want. Sorry. So if you go to manage rules and see everything whatever you want from the background, and then you can understand. So now that we have added two types of conditional formatting, so you can see that graded color scale has also come up and icon set has also come up, and they both have a certain rule basically. So you can see there's a lowest value percentile and highest value percentile color has been coded like that. Okay. So any doubts on this one?
I have one doubt here.
Yeah.
If the records are repeating multiple times, and I want to see only those records which are repeated more than 2 times, so how can we do that?
So if you want, then you have to write a formula, like so you have the option to write a formula. Top You can write a new rule basically, and you have the option of writing a formula. Okay. And then you can write a formula, write a value of that formula basically. If you want, you can expand it, duplicate within the cell, right? So you have to write it like, if you want, I don't think there will be a case here. So if we want to highlight those numbers, suppose if I'm trying to highlight B2 equal, so if at all B2 equal to, not equal to before, I think B2 equal to any number, B3 probably, then it will be like highlighting not the maximum value, then again a formula. Suppose it is going from B3 equal to B4, and so it will check from minimum to maximum everything, and we'll just do one color coding from here, maybe orange, whatever, and then it will highlight from here to here. I don't think that it is possible in this data set, but yeah, you can just write a formula to equate two numbers, and then you can do that. Okay. So not exactly it will happen in this one, but you can try it by writing some formula. So you have the option of doing some conditional formatting as well on top of the formula. You just have to go to the new rules and write formula on top of whatever you want to. I mean, it won't restrict you to numbers. It will allow you to write a formula as well. Or what you can do is you can go ahead and check more rules as well. I mean, there are some few things that you can try and text that contains as well. So I mean, specifically if something if you want to highlight, like suppose instead of numbers, you can if you want to highlight the two names. Okay, so you just have to select, suppose I'm talking about, if I repeat this one, okay, and if I want to highlight, if I want to condition formatting and then go to rules and then text that contains icon. Okay, a little bit dark red. Let's change the color to green and click on OK. Then yeah, these two are highlighted. So things like that you can do. So if you have a number which you have identified, then you can do that as well. Or else you can write a formula right there and identify like that as well. So it's for the text, it has been kept like this. You have the option of doing equal to as well. So cell value equal to a particular number, then also you can do that. But yeah, this is one of the ways you can do the highlighting. For string value, for numbers, you have to anyway write formula. Okay.
One question. Like in the conditional formatting, you go for the manage rule, please.
Yeah.
In that this in this section applies to, then we have this $B $2.
Yeah.
So I think there is some meaning regarding to this dollar, right?
Yeah, I
Can you
explained it
explain
in
that?
the previous class.
Yes.
This dollar basically means locking. So if you want to lock a particular number of rows and columns, then you put a dollar in front of each and every value. So B indicates column name, 2 indicates row number. Okay, so B2 is this one. Okay, so since it is applied on each and every row, each and every column, so the Excel is smart here to lock that number of rows and columns which you want, and then apply data on top of it. If you remove this, then it won't be locked, and the condition formatting will be wrong. So that's why.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah, got it.
okay, so yeah,